Peace, family. Thank you so much for tuning into the Vicki Show right here on African Diaspora News Channel. Be sure to download the app on all the major platforms. Yes, beloved, we have our own app and essentially greater control of our own individual platform outside of the platform that you're even watching me today. So make sure you tap in. Yes, thank you so very much, family. You all know that I love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I have discussed him at length, and some of you might say ad nauseum over the years on many platforms. One of the first to really set that off, them and so many other folks that they represent. And I know some folks, like to have whatever it is that they say about them, but I focus on the good part. I focus on the best part. Yes, settled on the best part because they're doing so many great things. Now, and that's what I want to focus on. Yes, one of the things that has been causing a stir lately is some recent footage of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan from a speech he gave some time back about Black Americans being destined to rule America. Now, this is extraordinarily relevant right now when it came across my desk because, of course, you all know I've been discussing this in so many ways. And, of course, I was not privy to this footage years and years ago when I first started to talk about it. So to uncover this, to discover this, is such an extraordinary confirmation. Watch this clip and see why them folks big mad.
Our blood soaks the soil of this nation. Can nobody tell us that this is not ours? We paid for this with our blood. So God says in the scripture, thou shalt no more be the tail. Thou shalt be the head, and the bottom shall come to the top, and the last shall be the first. And the stone that the builders rejected, the same will become the headstone of the corner. This is the Lord's doing. We are destined to rule this country where we were sold as a slave. And you can no longer sit now and drink and party and act a fool. You got to clean up your life and get ready to rule in the next century. Yes, sir. And you will not let your fathers down, your mothers down, your grandfathers, your grandmothers, your great-grandfathers, and your great-grandmothers. You are destined to rule America, and whether you want it or not, God is going to take the kingdom from the enemy and give it to you and your children to rule.
Talk black to me, Minister Farrakhan. For those of you that don't know, the Vicki Show was the home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. I had the revelation of the gavel almost 20 years ago, and I brought it to social media, and I've been using it over the years. Yes, because we hold court here, baby. So, family, that's so powerful. You can understand why the powers that shouldn't be would try to shut him down when they're nervous about their own oppressive modus operandi and their intention to prevent, frustrate, and fall, and to keep us oppressed. So when someone says, no, the land that we bled on, the land that we were destroyed on, the land that we were persecuted on, oh, baby, we're going to be the head and not the tail. Yes, talk black to me, somebody. So folks have been just saying all kinds of crazy stuff online. Of course, we know that the great Dr. Frances Cress Welsing told us in her iconic book, may she rest in peace, about the fear that white folks tend to have about fragility, in other terms that she used as a physician, as a psychiatrist, not only because of her academia and her scholarship, but many of her clients were of the Caucasian race. So she knows very well what she was talking about when she talks about the reason why the oppressive class responds to us the way that they do, because they fear because of white fragility and some other stuff. Talk black to me, somebody. Well, family, keeping those particular things in mind, this is the reason why when I posted this on other platforms and, of course, other responses that I've been getting, the reason why them folks mad, baby, is for that very reason. See, when you do right, you don't have to worry about. Every time white folks like to say, especially in America, we all the same. Color doesn't matter. Why is it that they start freaking out when they hearing stuff like that then? If color doesn't matter, what are you worried about? See, when you know you do dirt and you have done it for hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands and thousands of years, actually, but most intensely for hundreds of years, You worrying about, baby, that divine judgment, that divine karma coming back on you. Talk back to me, somebody. Well, baby, we're not about to shrink. We're not about to feel sorry. And we're not about to be so sympathetic and empathetic and disrespect our own bloodline to prefer your insecurity, to prioritize your insecurity, to submit to your insecurity by denying our rightful roles. No, we're not about to do that. We're not going to disrespect our ancestors so that we can make you feel good today. We don't have to disrespect you, but we're certainly not going to forfeit our position. No, baby, it's a new day. We're going to shine, 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 and shine. Somebody put some sunshines in the chat. When I was a little girl growing up in the Baptist church, we sang a little song, especially when we was in little children's organizations. And we would say, to myself, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Baby, we finna shine, shine, let it shine. Talk black to me, Mississippi style. Well, family, I want you to keep those particular things in mind, but I also want to say to you, dear family, that this is the time for us to continue to demand reparations. This is the time for us, with the rise of the Zohran Mandanis of the New Yorks. This is in the current incumbent president, so forgettable, Donald Trump. Yeah. It is time for us to continue to demand justice and reparations for us. Family, there are all types of creative things that can be done as it relates to that, and we want to make sure that we keep the pressure on. I love the fact that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said what he said here. Some of you all don't know this, but I have received over the years several direct messages from the minister, and there are some that was very detailed. And so when I receive this one particular time, a very detailed message, I was given permission to share the fact that the minister reached out to me and gave me this message. And one of the things that he said in part was for me to continue to resurrect my people. You know, sometimes when the powers that shouldn't be, sometimes when mainstream media, sometimes when people that should have your back don't have your back, even though I didn't have to seek his approval or his confirmation or affirmation, it's wonderful to know that somebody as high ranking as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan loves Vicki Dillard and tells her to continue to resurrect our people, among other things that he told me. Yes, I love that so much. Beloved, be sure to comment below. And also, family, I want you to know that I have 2 special high-end academies that I have just included. Of course, I have my monthly low-cost mastermind school. You want to join that today. If you want something you never had, you got to do something you never done, right? If you want your life to look different, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different outcome. But the only way you change your world is when you change the word that you're hearing. The only difference between the word world and the word word is the letter L. And because all major religions, all spiritual systems put an emphasis on the power of sound and word. Yes, in the beginning was the word, right? And everything was brought into being by the word, if you believe that. And even some of your modern quantum physicists and scientists believe that now, that everything you see came from everything you can't see. That means that you got to go back to the drawing board. The drawing board is what? The unseen, spirituality. So you start there first. We don't start to manipulate things that we can see first. No, we first go to the spirit realm. That's why you want to connect with me at the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. Yes, go to my website to learn more about that and my other special high-end academies. There are payment plans available for my high-end schools. Your life will never be the same. I just know the signs and wonders follow my work. At the end of the day, that's my trademark. Yes, go to VickiPlanet.com, VICKI Planet.com. Be sure to share the broadcast here. I can't wait to see you again.